Join us live on the Sherry Lord Talk Show podcast. Start your day off with the Higher Vibrational Podcast with weekly guests covering spirituality, healthy foods, and so much more. Go to SherryLord.com for more info. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us every Tuesday on the Sherry Lord Show. We're so happy to have you here. We're so happy that you follow us weekly. And if you want to be on my show, you have to email me and tell me why you want to be in my show. Go to SherryLordPodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to place an ad, you go to www.sherrylord.com. And we love to promote you. And we have a very special guest, and we're so excited to have her. She is the owner of the Salt Spa Caves, and she's going to talk about her business and how it helps you. And she's got a beautiful story, and some of it is sad too, of how it unfolded about her mom. And we want to introduce Myra, and her topic is the salt therapy. Hi, Myra. Can you tell people a little about who you are, your full name, and a little bit about you, and how your store became in reality here? It's tied to your mom.
Yes, yes. My name is Myra Maldonado. I'm the owner of the Salt Caves and Spa at Lakewood Ranch. And we kind of, to give you how we got here,
Yeah.
is my mom and my mother-in-law both had cancer. And,
Wow.
we didn't have, I had no idea about holistic care, didn't know what a salt cave was, none of that. And,
Right.
when we moved down from New York to take care of our moms, my mother-in-law passed away in October of 22, and my mother continued with her treatments with chemo until 23, when she told us that she was no longer going to take treatment. And at that point, I said to myself, and I said to to her and the family, I said, you can't give up on us, like,
Wow.
why do you want to leave us? And that began me trying to desperately try and find help for my mother. So there were several places that she could have gone for holistic cancer treatment, so they
Yeah.
speak. And she didn't believe in it, and she didn't want to do it, and I, I just couldn't leave it. And I Googled, and I saw a picture of a salt kid, and I said, "What is that?"
Wow.
And that's where the journey began. May of 23. My mother and my father both came with my husband and I, and we started
Wow.
doing research. We went to a salt room, and for me, that
Mm.
wasn't good enough for her, and we went a little step further and we made salt caves. So
Oh, wow.
um, we kind of went head in first because I was so desperate and just wanted to get it done for her. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted a place for her to be by my side, for her to feel comfortable and to really not worry about what was going on,
Yeah.
because she did have that anxiety of knowing that one day that she was dying. So
Yeah.
the salt caves provide that comfort and that calm, and kind of bring down that anxiety that I wanted it to do for her. But most of all, I mean, we started the business when we went to one of these holistic places. She went in there and they looked at her and they said, okay, for a week and a half, we wanted you here for a week and a half. It's going to be $52,000.
Ooh.
And my mother said, okay. She took the bill. As we were leaving, there was about 30 other people in that lobby waiting to be seen by this doctor. And my mother got into the car, and she says, "You're not spending that money on me. I don't need that.
Uh,
Whatever God has planned for me, whatever time I have left, I want to live in peace, and I just want to be comfortable."
okay.
So again, I took the fact that, if people don't have money, they can't get any treatment holistically.
Yeah.
And the people who were trying to save their lives, there was 30 people at
Yeah.
least in that lobby. Can you imagine what they're giving up so that they could live? Trying another way other than just conventional, Western medicine. So that put me you know, not only for my mother, but for those people who can't have that, cannot get treatment. And that was my driving force, my mother, and the people that don't have a voice, that don't have the money, that don't know that there's another way. And yeah, so this is where I am now, and I'm here to help people.
Wow.
It's affordable. It's for, unfortunately my mother didn't make
Mhm.
it to see our place, this beautiful place that I built for her and for others. And but I know she's here. So
Such a beautiful story. And it's got it's mixed of emotions with it. It's sadness, but also happiness at the same time of how she was an advocate to help you, at the same time as her own pain and illness that she was going through. And I'm just amazed of your strength of moving forward with everything that you've done in her honor, basically, and to help other people. I think that is the most important thing is, your purpose is very strong here, to help others and to make it affordable for them too. And that there is another way, another option. I think this is huge. This is
yes,
huge.
yes,
Absolutely. And I've been to a salt spa a couple of years ago. My first time was in Traverse City, Michigan, through a friend. Kathy invited me to go, and I had an awesome experience. I always had, congestion in the lungs, but it also cleared up my lungs. It helped me breathe better. So I believe in what you're doing and what you're offering. Can you explain a little bit more about the salt therapy? How does that help people? I mean, what else does it do? You have many different modalities there.
yes. So salt caves. So salt therapy began, I would say, long, long time ago. But to just bring it up to more recent, we're talking about the 1800s when a doctor from Poland
Oh,
um, saw that the salt miners, he was like researching why the salt miners were very healthy. Their skin, their respiratory, even their mental health. They love working. So he went down into the salt mines, and he was researching, and he noticed that every time that they were chipping away at the salt, it was creating a mist. And this mist that was in the air, they were breathing it in. It was salt. They were breathing in
mm,
these micro-sized particles into the respiratory system. And he found that that was pretty much taking care of anything going on in the respiratory. So you can have, for example, asthma, allergies, sinus issues, ear infections, cold, um, COPD, and even cystic fibrosis. So
oh,
we have one of our private cave has is ADA compliant, so that this way those who are in wheelchairs and have cystic fibrosis can pull right up, and it helps to dry out the mucus. So
mm,
um, it was the respiratory system that he found
yeah.
that was, and then they had beautiful skin, so it helps with eczema,
Oh,
psoriasis,
wow.
acne, helps to bring down the inflammation, because that's what it is. There's inflammation, so it helps to heal the skin and kill anything that's going on the skin. But it's also great for for people's mental health. So like if you have like anxiety, stress, depression, PTSD, it all the negative ions that's created by the tons of salt, you just start feeling like your blood pressure starts to come down, and you
Wow.
just start feeling fantastic. I mean, people fall asleep in there. And not only that, I think the main thing is that we have so much stimulation on the outside world. I
Yeah,
mean, phones and TVs and just
exactly. Hmm.
everything is, we're go 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 go,
Yep,
that we never disconnect from the outside world. So
yep.
it's like we never, even though you sleep, your mind really is just going. A lot of
Hmm.
us
Yep,
don't sleep well. But when you close the door in my salt cave, you disconnect from the outside world,
yeah,
and your body just seems to just melt. It's just
yeah,
like, ah,
yeah, exactly.
and people
Exactly. Hmm. And we just love having Myra.
Yep.
She's just amazing.
Yes, they feel amazing. They're like, oh my God, I can't even believe that a salt cave can do that. And it's hard to explain to people, come to the salt cave, it's great for respiratory, great for your skin. And most people are like, oh, I don't have any issues. But I'm like, yes, but we all have stress. We all need
Yeah.
that disconnection
Yep.
from the outside world and
Yep.
just to be with yourself and to not do anything. That
Yeah.
self-care is what we need.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And you have a device over your head. Can you explain to us what that is and how does it help you? You have a
So
little infrared behind you. Can you turn
it's
that on and let people kind of get an experience of and explain what it does?
So we have what we do is we have red light panels. We
Okay.
have in our salt caves. We are does red light in the cave itself. We very
Oh,
different.
okay.
And we also do it, we have ionic foot baths. So we also pair it with red light and some infrared massage and eye goggles. So we do a full treatment here. Very relaxing. Again, another great self care treatment or modality. But the red light, it's being used in all for all many different reasons.
Okay.
It's great for collagen, it's great for wrinkles, it's great for hair, gets down to the cellular level, help to repair it. And it is definitely a service or a modality that people are using in all different types of different businesses, I should say, from
Oh.
chiropractors to doctors to, wellness centers and so forth. It's very, very good for the repairing of the cells.
Wow, I
So,
didn't even know it did all that. You also mentioned that you have, what is it, an icon foot bath? What is that? What does
the
that
ionic
do? Yeah, the ion,
the,
what does that do?
the ionic foot baths, it's basically what it does is it shows the toxins that are going on in your body.
Oh,
So we
wow.
all have toxins in our
Yep.
body. So basically, the water will turn color based upon what toxins you have. And then what we try to stress is um, what changes are we're very visual people. And when we
Exactly.
see what's going
Yep.
on,
Yep.
we kind of say, oh no, I didn't realize I was doing that to myself. And that what we try to promote is not to keep coming back and getting a foot bath, but for you to make changes in your life
Oh,
and
that's
to
wonderful.
and
Yeah.
that's our vision. Our vision is
Yeah.
not to, it's
Solution.
for you. Yeah, you need we want to be able to help you and know that, hey, you're young enough now, you can still take care of yourself, make these changes, whether it is what you put in your mouth, what you put on your body, good water, hydrating your cells, like
Yeah.
things like that, things that my mother and I didn't even know about. A lot of people don't realize that it stems from what we're doing to ourselves.
Yeah.
Outside of course, we have a lot going on in the world today. There's so much out there that is harming us, in the air of itself, right? We have all those things from all the cell phone towers and the water and the air with everything that's
Right.
floating around, and we're breathing all of that in. But we also are just kind of like putting more of it into our body by the processed foods and not having a good filtration system for your water, and because we're taking showers, that's going into the biggest organ we have, our skin. So like all of these things, and it's fascinating because I can tell you right now, um I didn't realize any of this. So it's like it's amazing what
Wow.
I'm learning and the people that I'm meeting, and their journey into health and wellness, and also their story, because a lot of them had no choice but to change their lifestyle because they were
Right.
also sick. So I have a
Okay.
lot of people who were sick and changed over, and now they feel fantastic.
Mm.
They're living their best life, and it was just really, I think the main thing is that we don't consider ourselves like important, so to
Yeah.
speak. And the reason why I
Yeah.
say that is
Yeah.
because we we're very quick to buy something expensive like a pocketbook or expensive clothing, and you don't ask for a coupon, or you have to get it. There's no limit on what it is what you want. But when we go to take care of ourselves, we don't
Yeah.
buy the we buy the buy one get one free, or we don't buy
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
organic because it's $5 more. So we
Okay.
put a price tag on ourselves, and
Wow.
and,
That's a
and we
good
don't
way of looking at that.
yeah, we
Mm.
don't really say, we're worth whatever it
Yeah.
is that we need to pay, and I try to use that analogy a lot with with people who come in here, and they walk away with a little bit more knowledge of just saying to themselves, yeah, I am worth it, and my life is worth it, and I want to live longer, and I want to feel good, because a lot of people just, with everything going on with the food and everything, they don't feel good. Nobody's really healthy. We're in a constant, take a pill and feel better,
Yeah.
temporarily, as opposed to trying to find out, get a solution. Why are you sick? What's causing that sickness? And then, you know what? You don't have to take that pill anymore because you know why you're sick, and you don't do those things anymore. So it's been an amazing journey just learning
Wow.
all of this, and I love it. I love where I'm at. I love the people that I'm meeting.
Yeah.
And I hope to one day, hopefully, if we're able to build this, our first location, get out there and help others in other locations, because we do get a lot of people coming in and asking us to go more north, because we are in Lakewood Ranch,
Yeah.
Florida. So,
Hmm.
people want us to go north, people want us to go more south. But in any event, anybody opening up a wellness center and sharing the the information is important, and that's really what we're here to do: share the information, and hopefully make changes in
That
people's
is such
lives.
good advice. And I can just feel your passion and your sincerity and dedication of what you believe in and your mission.
Mm.
You're really committed. And I think that is wonderful. And it's amazing. And can you give us a little, can you walk around your store a little bit and kind of explain a little bit about, do you have products? Do you have let us see the salt cave, a little bit about your business. Can you give us a little bit of, oh, there I can see that.
You can see it now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
There's a
this
room that
is
we're in. What room are we in? Is that where
this
the infra lights were?
this is the where we have our uh the foot baths,
Oh,
and
the
then we
foot
do the
bath.
red,
Okay.
yes, the ionic foot baths, and then we have the red light over you, and we
Wow.
do the infrared goggles that massage your eyes. So I'll go over to the other areas, and hold on just a moment.
The
And this
beautiful
is our
space.
thank you. This is our salt cave,
Oh, that's the
and
salt cave. Okay.
yeah,
Wow.
so the salt cave here. I don't know if you can. Let me see.
I
Turn
can
it
see.
around.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go.
I can see it really good right there. I can see it's really beautiful in there.
Yeah, we got the sky. We have the chairs in here with the red light, and this is all about 3.5 tons of salt in there.
Wow.
6 inches,
Wow.
6 inches on the floor. It is custom built. So
Oh, oh yeah, it's a beautiful. You can feel the love as you're walking through the store. Oh my goodness, is that another room?
yes, so that was our private room. This is our big room here, and this is where we have about 5.5 tons of salt. And this is where we
Wow.
do a lot of our other services. So we have sound baths that are done in there, health and wellness seminars. Yesterday we had Let's Talk Hormones seminar, and we had a doctor come in, and we had a group that we talked about how we can reset our hormones naturally, because that's what we really want to do. We want to know, what can we do that we don't need to put medication in our body.
Right.
What can we do naturally? And it was a great seminar. People left with a lot of information, what they could do, and very, very, really, really good. So we're going to continue to do these health and wellness seminars in our cave, and at the same time you get salt therapy, so you're getting a
Wow.
45-minute salt therapy, and which is so good for you, and it's just a safe space, which I really everybody really loves being in there. Here we have this is my infrared sauna, and
Wow.
our infrared sauna is also ADA compliant because I wanted everybody to be able to come in here and have the benefits. So
Okay.
we have a ramp, so we they are able to go in there. It's a pretty large um, machine, as you can see, good for 2 to 3 people. We also have inside there, besides the infrared, we have also medical grade red light. We have salt therapy, chromotherapy, aromatherapy. We have our Bluetooth, so you can listen
Wow.
to podcasts or music or whatever you like inside there. And then, of
Wow.
course, we have our TV, which we also do put some like healthy classes up there so people can actually educate themselves inside
Wow.
the sauna, so this way they can find out, okay, what is infrared, where is it, what is it doing
Exactly.
for me,
Mm-hmm.
and because a lot of people don't understand that what the infrared versus the red light, so you understand that infrared is invisible light, and that
Okay.
gets deeper down into the skin, where it
Okay.
helps with inflammation, it helps with pain, it helps
Wow.
with getting your circulation moving. It also, you're going to sweat, so you're going to detox from that.
Wow.
And then it has other, getting into the cellular level. I mean, it has so many great benefits, as same thing as the red light, which red light is visible light. So
Wow.
um there's so much information out there about so many different modalities, such as infrared, red light, there's cryotherapy or cold plunges, there's also ozone saunas, salt therapy, but all of this is all, you know this natural stuff, that all these natural modalities that people can use when they're sick, before they just automatically turn themselves to, give me a pill,
Yeah.
give me a pill, or let me go right to cortisone shots, because a lot of people
Yeah.
who are injured, come in and do these other modalities and try and help your body, because we are a machine, right? We can fix ourselves, but you got to want to take the time to
You
do
have
that.
to want. That is the good.
Yes.
Yes, you have to want to. That's huge. But you know
Yes.
what's really cool is that you really educate the people. You're not just giving them a pamphlet, you're really letting them understand it at another level. And I think this is wonderful. And I can't wait to be yours. I'm going to definitely go. I'm checking this out. It's an awesome place. You have products too?
We have products too. So what I do is my customers, they basically, tell me what they need, and I do some research and I try to
Yeah.
find products that they're looking for. So I'm also very a big advocate for small business. So we have
Yeah.
excuse me, we have products here from our local small business owners. So, I
Yeah.
have a company from Mayaka. She makes all of her products on her farm,
Oh,
and then
wow.
she does soaps. And then I have another person from a small business who lives in Parish, and she made the first nanoparticle spray vitamin, which is Nutrify, and she's very big now.
Wow.
We have a local beekeeper from Bradenton, and she
Oh,
makes
wow.
lotions. So all of these people, there's so many people out here that are trying to make a difference and make great
Exactly.
products, and they're affordable and they're here. So if anybody comes in, you could take a look at our products and know that, we don't have all of those like toxics, but the preservatives or anything that they're
Right.
putting in these other
Seems like so much natural
products.
stuff is in there. Yeah.
Yes, yes, and like the woman, Feral Pharmacy, she grows stuff and she makes her products with it. So it's
Wow.
amazing. Yes, very amazing. So
No-
I'm excited to work with them, and
Oh, absolutely. How can I just want people to know? Can you give them your address and a phone number for them to contact you to make an appointment with you? How can people get a hold of you?
sure. So we again, we're in Lakewood Ranch. And you can contact us. Our address is 5200 Paler Lane, and that's it's on the Sarasota County line, so it could be under Sarasota, but it is Lakewood Ranch. Phone number, you can contact us at 941 And then you can also reach us on our website, which is the Salt Caves with an S, LWR.com. And
Oh,
because we're the
absolutely.
and because we're the only salt cave in the area, so I mean, if you just Google the salt caves, you
You'll
will
come
not
right up.
will come right up. We are the only salt cave. I think the next one from us is about 2 hours south, and the next one north is about 2 hours. So we are the only ones in the area.
This is wonderful. And you have such an elegance and so much love. And I can feel the
Mhm.
warmth and the welcoming. I love this picture that you had sent. I think this is wonderful. You can see the details. And I have another picture. Can you explain? Was this an article that was taken? Were you in an article about the salt
Yes.
therapy?
Yes. So because of how we got into the business, my love for my mother,
Exactly.
they took our, they made a story about it. And just I think that when they asked me, I couldn't believe it, but I just feel like my mom is with me, and I know that
Such an angel. Such
she's
an
an
angel.
angel.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
definitely. And this has been a journey and a big change in your life. And your mother is part of the weave of all of this, and helped you launched it, and without you even realizing, as it all unfolded, it's beautiful as she's still with you, no matter where you are in every moment, as you know. And I think this is wonderful. Make sure everyone check out her website. You can also go to our website, sherrylord.com. We have her information. And we're just so blessed that you're here to make a difference in the Sarasota County area and the Lakewood Ranch area. And this was a wealth of information. This is definitely going to help a lot of people. And I really love the knowledge that you had, but the passion that you have, you could feel that passion. And I just see such success around you. And is there a certain magazine that wrote that article for you?
that was the LWR Life magazine.
Wow.
We were also in the Observer, and we also were the Suncoast View also did a small
Ooh,
segment on us as well. So yeah, it's been incredible, total, completely blessed. And sometimes you get into a business and you just don't know,
yeah,
you just especially was a very hot summer, and we had a couple of hurricanes, and
yeah,
you start doubting yourself, like, am I
hmm,
supposed to be here?
yeah,
And then all these amazing things just happen, and you say, you know what, I'm meant to be here. There's a reason for me to
exactly.
be here. And the people who come in and their stories, and after they leave, they tell me how they feel. That's what I'm here for. I'm here because I'm here to help you. I'm here to help others. And I love it. So
I
yeah.
want everyone to check out the Salt Caves. You don't want to miss this, and make sure you call them. The phone number's on our video here. It's also on our website, www.sherrylord.com. Make sure to make an appointment. Oh, this is a wonderful experience for everyone, even if they've not ever experienced. I think they'll make a difference here. And we just want to say thank you to Myra. And we're so happy to have Myra on our show and for her to be a part of our show because she's amazing. And we just want to say go to www.sherrylord.com. And we just want to say thank you for joining us. Have a blessed, prosperous life and journey.